Welcome to Cine Here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy, Nikki Tay.
And today we are reviewing Don't Let Go.
Hold on tight and don't let go. Don't let go. Directed by Jacob Aaron Estes, starring David Oyelowo and Storm Reid. Don't Let Go is a movie about a man's family, specifically his brother's family, in which they're tragically killed. And his niece somehow is able to call him 2 weeks in the past. So it's like a ghost story, right? For me, it's like a combination of two movies, Lovely Bones and The Butterfly Effect.
Okay.
Both which are separately good movies, which combined sounds pretty cool, right? Because you always wanted in Lovely Bones like the outcome to be different, but we didn't get that, right? We got grief resolution, which is good.
Yeah.
Like it's good. And in The Butterfly Effect, we get to see him just do everything to try to make it work, but it never really quite works out in the end. This movie, in terms of plot, is a happy medium between the two. Execution, in terms of acting and writing, is a bit weird in parts. Even comical, you know. I don't think this movie was meant to be funny, but I did laugh at some of the situations, you know, again. The whole dumb character narrative that we get in too many movies, I felt it here. But overall, the movie is somewhat entertaining. I won't say it's fully entertaining, but it does have things that I like.
I can say that I love seeing a primarily black movie, right? This is what this movie was. This movie was a primarily black movie, and I gotta give props for that, right? Because we don't really get to see enough of that.
Brown Mary, keep on burning.
This movie was a lot better than that. I can say that right now. It's a lot better than that. But I do like to see that on the big screen. I like to see us doing different things, right? Like this wasn't a typical comedy movie or something like that they would try to give the black community. This was something different.
It was a bit different. Close to, I mean, it was I don't know if you call it sci-fi or non-fiction.
Yes.
But it also reminded me, not related to the plot, of The Hate U Give. Right?
Okay, yeah.
Like whereas all primarily black class, like doing something serious.
Yeah.
I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Something serious that isn't Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And this movie did do
and
that.
I just gotta dig at Tyler Perry. I just got to.
And I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed this movie probably a lot more than Nick did. I really did think going into the theater that I wasn't going to like this movie. My expectations was low. I should say that.
Super low.
It was super low, and they exceeded my expectations. And I would say it was because of the plot, right? It gave a lot of suspense because of the whole 2-year gap. 2-week gap thing. It kind of put me in the mind frame of the movie The Lake House, right? I know, yes, that was a love movie, but it had the same premise of a 2-year gap versus a 2-week gap, and them communicating with each other to get to an ultimate goal. And that's what this movie had in the same sense. That same thought process. And I really did enjoy this suspenseful movie because of that. And I think we need to take more chances, right? With, when I say we, I'm talking about the black community or black directors or black actors. I think we need to take more chances with movies like this and really see if we can break into other genres as well.
And another movie I just thought about, on Netflix, Spike Lee made a movie called See You Yesterday, which is also African American casted, which deals a lot with time travel and trying to affect the outcome of a situation that happened. That's what I'll say without spoiling it. I liked that movie. I thought it was cool, again, because it had a lot more sci-fi elements in it, and it was good to see, you know, black people be nerdy. You know, black people like do things that are just like extremely intelligent, right? Like we rarely get that kind of mode. This film wasn't that, but it definitely also, again, you know, the concept of playing with time, something different, which I typically only get from watching, you know, Back to the Future again and again and again, right? Like I can't really think of a black film other than the two I just named that really plays with time. So I like that aspect. I think that is cool. And like you said, I would love to see more African Americans do things in this sci-fi space, more sci-fi African American movies, right? Not comedies or dramas or biopics, right? Like I don't want to see another Selma. No offense to David, he did good in Selma, did really good in Selma, but this I think is something I can appreciate. It's fresh, you know, like
And the thing about this movie is it's not all good, right? It's not all good, and we do got to talk about the negatives. One of the big negatives in this movie is the acting, right?
Like I said,
I think that the moments where they really, really wanted you to feel that level of emotion, it just did not hit.
I didn't get it.
I think it was too overacted, right? I think it was a little too much, and also the decision making to me also play a part in the bad acting, right? It's like why did you make that face in a moment like this? Why are you laughing when you're supposed to be smiling? Like little things like that kind of plagued this movie from the acting standpoint. I'm not saying they did terrible. It wasn't god awful acting. It wasn't like what are they doing on the screen? But the moments where they really needed to deliver, they just missed out on. And then that made for a lack of real emotion that you needed in this movie. If this movie really, really captured you from an emotional standpoint, this movie would have been amazing, right? I think that it took this movie to another level. If I would have been emotionally connected from the beginning to the end, we talking like Inception, right? I think of a movie like Inception when I say that because of how much you have to go through and how emotionally you connected you wasn't with that movie until the end, right? And this movie missed out on that big emotional connection. Did I care? Yeah. What did I want to see what happened next? Yeah. Did the movie deliver a really great plot twist and actually pretty well? It did. But it missed out on the biggest portion of, I think, what this movie needed to create in order to take it to the next level. And it was that emotional component.
Yeah, the emotion definitely didn't resonate with me. And I would say I didn't really get invested in this movie until about halfway through, unfortunately. Right when there was a twist on the horizon, which was executed really well. Even at the end, I was kind of surprised. But we made this joke, leaving the movie. I don't know if I was surprised because I wasn't invested in the characters or because they actually, fooled me, which is hard to do.
Absolutely.
We see a lot of movies. But they did do some things well. A lot of things they could have improved on, like the acting and or the writing. I think those two always kind of go hand in hand. And with the directing too, it's like a triumvirate, right? The script has to be good, the actors need to execute, and the director needs to tell them like, I want you to do it this way or this way.
Do it better.
For me, Don't Let Go, I think I could leave it at a 6.8. I'm not too down on it, again, because it did have a twist, it did have African Americans, and I gotta be biased and say, yeah, I did love that part about it. But again, like some of the critical pieces can't give it to, the 7 or the 8. Where I feel this movie really could have been, and I don't even want to say got better actors, because we got pretty decent actors.
Yeah.
More emotion. I don't know, more character development maybe. Something in this space to help flesh out these characters and make me care about the journey that I'm seeing.
I really wanted this movie to deliver a bigger emotional connection. I really wanted it for that movie. I'm telling you, if they would have got that, we talking 8.5s. We talking high up caliber range. If we got that, because that means the acting would have been better just by design as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
We talking incredible. But we didn't get all that. I'm sorry. And I will have to give this movie a 7.4. I did enjoy this movie a lot, and I would actually tell people to go watch it, right? I would tell them to go watch it, but I would say brace yourself. There's a lot of dumb stuff that go on in this movie, so brace yourself. But it is what it is, and I think that y'all will enjoy it. It's probably one of the better movies this month. This has been a bad month, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's been a bad month.
Even though I gave this a 6.8, I think the only movie that I can recall giving higher, or feel like I gave higher, was probably Hobbs and Shaw. But now that I say the 6.8 out loud, and even though I'm sticking with the 6.8, I did enjoy this movie a bit more.
The Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, just because it's something new, right? Like action movies are great, and Hobbs and Shaw was a good action movie. But again, I can see 50 action movies, in a year, right? I can't get this kind of movie, week to week.
And I think that's why it's worth watching. I think that's the biggest reason right there, like what you just said, why this movie might be worth watching over other movies that came out this month.
That completes the review for Don't Let Go. Obviously, this movie had a lot of things that it needed to fix, but as we just said, this is a movie that you should see. I think this is a clear example of a film that critics will kill. And then other people, regular moviegoers, will say, "Oh, I enjoyed it." Like people just should not be so hard on a movie. They should just learn to just take a movie for what it is. This is one of those movies you just take it for what it is. You enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride, and you leave with something that you didn't have before going in.
I think you said it best. This is a movie that critics will kill, but if you watch it, you be like, it ain't that bad.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I imagine is being told to everyone on the major outlets. As always, let us know how you feel about the movie if you have a chance to go see it. I suggest that you do see it. Let us know, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here.